Welcome to another episode of N-Scale Friday. I'm John, and today we have a 3-pack of hoppers to take a look at from Atlas. So let's head over to the workbench. All right, so this is what we're looking at today. This is a 3-pack of offset 2-bay hoppers. This comes from Atlas. And I'm going to take one out of the package here. They're identical, so we'll take one out and just look at one in detail. As I was unpacking this, I noticed that it comes with some separate detail parts to be installed by the modeler. And I'm pretty sure that those are the bars that go down here on the discharge gates. We'll look at the bottom in a little bit more detail here in a minute, but I just wanted to mention about the extra parts because that's important to note when you take yours out of the package. So anyway, let's look at one of these things in detail here. Looking at the website for Atlas, they have a whole bunch of different road names and road numbers for these things. And they also come in either singles or 3-packs. As you saw, this is a 3-pack, and we're just going to look at this one because, like I said before, they're identical except for the road number. The 3-packs do, in fact, include 3 different road numbers of these models. And the singles go for $23.95, and the 3-packs go for $69.95. So there's a little bit of a savings there off the MSRP, but more importantly, these are MSRPs, so you'll want to look for these at your favorite store or online store or whatever, because you'll find them for less than the prices I'm quoting here. I've mentioned it before, I'll mention it again. I work with MSRPs because that does not change from place to place. You definitely have to look for whatever your favorite outlet is to get these things if you want a better price than that. So anyway, just thought I'd bring that up. Now let's take a look at the details all around this car. So you can see from this side view that the lettering and details on this are really good. The paint job's especially good. The pad printing of this B&O logo up on the upper right by my index finger is really crisp. I mean, the pad printing just gets better all the time. And I have to believe that what's been going on with N-Scale these days is that the pad printers in the factories where they make them must have been upgraded from before. Because I can remember a time when a logo like that would not look that crisp. Also, you can see that the paint covers very well without obscuring any detail. You can tell there's a lot of very good rivet detail shown on the side of this. And the grabs all the way on the ends are not separately applied, but they look like they are. So again, it's good molding. The brake end features more molded detail as well as a separately applied brake wheel. And I wanted to show you this angle of the brake end because you can see if you look back in here, there's what I call detail behind the detail in air reservoir back here and some kind of brake detail. And this is black on black, so it's kind of hard to see here, I think, on the picture. But the detail is there, and I'm sure that on the lighter colored models, it'll look even better. Now here's a quick look at the other side of the model. And again, you can see it's really good pad printing. I mean, you can read almost everything on there. And now here's a brief look at the A end. And once again, if you look for detail behind the detail, you can see it in there. That's good for N-Scale. That looks really good. Looking at the top detail, you can see that the coal load is pretty detailed. I think it looks really good. And then it's also removable. And then you can see inside the detail of the empty car. And by the way, I want to mention that the bodies on these cars are die cast. And we're going to weigh it here in a second without the load on it so you can see how much they weigh empty. And then finally, here's the bottom detail. And you can tell from this angle that these are truck-mounted couplers. And I do think, I'm still thinking that those extra detail parts go in here somehow, but I'm also thinking that it's possible they go in here. there are no instructions to tell you where those extra parts go. The model weighs 0.6 of an ounce without the load, and 0.7 of an ounce with the load. And according to my handy little weight gauge here, it should weigh somewhere between 0.8 and 9.5 or 9.5, however you want to look at it here. Closer to 0.8, so it's pretty close to the NRA recommended weight. This is another very solid release from Atlas. I really like the fact that they have them available as singles or 3-packs, and I like it even more that the 3-packs are 3 different road numbers instead of all the same thing. So it's a good little model. I think you'll be happy to have this if you have an N-scale layout that needs coal hoppers. So good job, Atlas. I'll see you all next time.